Okay, so we're just at the Shaw's Hostel. We took a zero here today. We were originally going to go out today, but we decided not to do an arrow and just take the whole zero because I had to get my SIM card updated for the country so that I could text people and have some internet on trail for shuttles. And we were sore and needed an extra day just to rest and relax. So we've been actually just sleeping and doing video updates and eating food, getting ice cream and all that good stuff. And this is the little town. So this is kind of downtown. Well, the general store, there's an ice cream store. There's a conservancy over there, some houses. Cute little town. Cute little artwork on the Monson General Scoops. Gonna go to the general store here. We've got some great food, sandwiches, dinners, resupply and whatnot, as well as there's a gas station that does resupply, and of course Shaw's Poets Corner does great full-on resupply. But here is our little town. It's adorable. So let's get a quick little view of one side. It's around 6 o'clock at night. We are going to get going tomorrow early with a really good breakfast that they serve at Shaw's. Fill you up entirely and then they shuttle you for free back to the trailhead, and then we're going to get going for I think another 5 days is our plan on trail before we get to Stratton. So I'm just going to go in here and grab myself some dinner. Okay, so this is a back little area by a church. We've got a cute little lake here. Little gazebo. That is a cute little town. Big tourist town. Everyone comes here to go to Shaw's, so you're either coming out of the 100 mile or going into the 100 mile. So clearly we're coming out. It's starting to fill up pretty quickly, but they do a lot of great stuff for hikers. They will do good shakedowns. They have tons of gear you can buy, replace, depending on what you figured out you needed or you didn't need, or those going no-bow. All the last minute stuff they need. So Jeff got a new pair of shoes here. I swapped out a little bit of gear. My frog togs were crotchless on day 2, so I just had to replace those. So we did switch out a little bit of our gear. And like I said, we got our resupply for a couple of days. Nice good day, or a nice day to take a zero. It's been a bit overcast. Yesterday was gorgeous and sunny, but the weather unfortunately does forecast rain tomorrow, and of course we want to go tomorrow. So the 2 days we took off inside have been sunny and actually quite decent, and of course the day we plan to go back out, it's gonna rain. But that's okay. That's the theme of the AT, unpredictability, and probably not what you want, but what you're going to be challenged with. And that's that. So I thought I'd give you a bit of an update. And hopefully tomorrow, once we get on trail, I think our plan is actually to go 17 miles. It's pretty flat, but we'll see how that day goes and whatnot. In the meantime, I'm going to enjoy a lovely salad and some vegetables and fruit, because that does not come in my dehydrated food that I have resupplied. But things are going well. My joints feel better, my feet feel better. They are dried out. Oh, it is a lovely thing. Yeah, I can't say enough about Shaw's. It's a great place, as was the Appalachian Trail Outfitters Hostel in Millinock. Again, another great little place for the Sobos and the rest of the crew. So I'll catch up to you later. Appalachian Trail map with great at the Shaw Hostel here. Stairs, couple of rooms, couple of bathrooms. Okay, good morning. It is day 12. Today we head out back onto the trail after our 0 day. It is pleasantly raining. Of course it is. Oh well, it's about 15 degrees out there. Something Celsius or Fahrenheit, I don't know. I'll figure it out one of these days. But yeah, it's June 17th. Had a decent night, got everything charged, got our resupply all done. We're gonna take the shuttle out after 8. We just gotta pay the bill. We just had a huge breakfast, so we're all set for that. And yeah, our plan is to hike, I think, 18 miles. It's fairly flat ground, so hopefully we can get that out. But I'll definitely be wearing rain pants because we're back to the rain. But that's okay. It's only supposed to rain today, maybe a bit tomorrow, and then the rest of our day should be sunny. But again, who knows? I guess we'll see what we get. And yeah, so we'll be taking the shuttle probably in the next half hour and heading back out to the trailhead. So we'll catch up then. Okay, just a little update. We've been walking since about 9 o'clock this morning. We got back on the 18th. It's 12:30 now. We are just on an alternate route to bypass the high water at these two rivers, which are, it's been raining all day, so there is so much water. I guess we were told that normally they have a level of 200 something or other. Today it's 400, and that was this morning. That doesn't include all the rain that's been going on, and there's a lot of it. We were pretty much fjording the trail till we hit the alternate, which is a road, which is kind of nice. We ended up at some weird little barn shelter thing here, so we stopped and put more rain gear on and made sure everything is nice and dry because it's kind of cold, the wind, it's just raining. And we're gonna walk another couple of miles till we get back on the trail, and we'll meet up. I think there's a shelter at about mile 9. Probably have some snacks. I think we're at about mile 6.5 right now, so we're not too far off. The goal is still to try to get to the second shelter, which is 18 miles. And I think this extra little bit here might add about a half a mile. I'm not sure exactly. But yeah, so now that we're all redressed here, we're gonna get it moving. The crossing that we didn't do, we did the high water bypass. This presently is the actual trail. These rocks are supposed to be above water. They are not. Our feet are soaked. It's been raining non-stop all day. And we're a couple miles out. So we'll just go over a quick little recap here. I haven't done much filming today because it's pouring rain. And it still is. We did a good 7-mile detour road walk for the high tide. We saw quite a few no-bows going as well, trying to avoid the high water crossing because it's definitely at a danger level. These trails are just, I'm fjording the trails, not the fjords that we're supposed to be doing. It's soaking. We are wet to the bone again. I think we managed to get maybe 10 minutes of dry feet this morning. So we've been trekking along pretty steadily here. And we're gonna hopefully try to make it to the shelter at 18 miles. We've got about 4 more to go. I'm looking forward to a hot meal and dry feet, because I feel like I've been soaking in a bathtub for the last like 8 hours. So I'll try to update tonight at the end, but I may not because I'm just going to be drying out. And just to give you a sense of my trail, so that's what I'm working on now. And this is actually pretty good because the rocks are above the water here, but some of the water today is just ridiculous. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I'm glad I switched out some of my rain gear. I may have mentioned I ditched the poncho, got a frog tog suit. The pants suck. Crotch ripped in about, I think, the second wear. So I ditched those. And while we were at Shaw's Hostel, I picked up another pair of rain pants, which I have on now, I think Light Heart gear. They're working really well. I'm pleased so far. But yeah, desperately needed, because we ran into a local on the way to the alternate route, and she was saying that normally June dries out and this is wet and quite unusual. So yay us. And don't you just love that? All right, I'm gonna get going without falling on my tush. Okay, this was the little water crossing I did have to do. It's still surprisingly deep, and oddly quite long. I didn't mind doing that at all. It was only up to my knees, but it was pretty good strong current. Should be about 2 miles left till I get to my destination. Nice slick rocks to go up and over. Jeff has hightailed it to camp because his feet are killing him. He got some new shoes. And normally that wouldn't be a big issue, but 18 miles in wet new shoes is pretty much a recipe for some serious blisters. So he needs some serious foot care, so he's gone off as quickly as he can back, or to get to the shelter. And I'm going to try to get there as quickly as I can and dry off and get some food. Alrighty. And yes, it's still raining.